with this shit. Emperor, Gemini, backwards. You know, the shit just too real. But anyway, let me tell y'all. Let me tell you. So listen. So, my neighbors, some young chitterbugs, as my mom would call them, alright? These little young niggas, it was, what, 2 niggas and 2 broads. Alright, they come upstairs, I'm on the porch, I'm doing a reading. So, the one bitch, my neighbor, she like, read him. I'm like, what? Read him? I said, first of all, sweetie, don't y'all back the fuck up. This is what I'm telling. I said, cause they trying to get close to a bitch. I don't do all that hugging and all that touching. So you hoes can be trying to cipher my good old divine energy, right? So boom. I tell the little nigga like this, I'm like, the way y'all bum rush me and shit, how y'all coming at me, niggas been gang stalking me and doing all this and doing it, and now you want a rating? I said, first I gotta see if Dad even want to talk to you guys. So anyhow, make a long story short, I end up doing the reading for the niggas, right? I can't even remember what came out in the reading, right?
Damn.
So I give them the reading. They get the reading. I give them the reading, right? So everybody, these niggas, I give them their reading. They wanted a reading. I give them their reading. I gave them their reading. I gave them the cards and all. You know, I got so many of them in so many different realms. I channeled so many different things. So the one nigga like, how did you know my name was, what was his name, Ray or some shit? I knew it was full. Right? Yeah. I said, I don't even know you, nigga. First of all, this is spirit. It's all spiritual, okay? So he's like, I'm calling the police on you. I said, I don't give a fuck. That's what I told her. All right, call her. I don't give a fuck. I mean, what you gonna tell him? So I go back upstairs to my apartment, right? Minding my business and doing my motherfucking damn thing, right? Then forgot all about the shit. So the next day, I got some meeting I gotta go do the next day. So I get all dressed. I get myself dressed up as I do every day. I dress accordingly to how I feel. So I'm doing a reading on myself, so spirit like, expect the police to come knock on your door. So at one time, sometimes I gotta be like, shit, spirit, I don't even want to know some shit. I don't even want this shit to come out. But spirit like, fuck that shit. It's coming out. We let you know what the fuck is going. So they like expect the police to knock on the door. So I'm like, fuck. So I'm getting ready to go on my ride pulling up, right? Yeah, 2 cops show up at the door. I'm like, oh, what do you know? Spirit told me y'all was coming, right? To fuck these cops up, right? And look, and he like, you're not in no trouble, but your neighbors wanted to make sure that you weren't going to try to kill them. I said, what the fuck? I said, me? Do you see me? You in all this fineness. I said, I don't touch karmics. I would never touch a karmic. I would never put my hands or try to initiate any type of shit like that. And I said, what are you talking about? Talking about they fear for their life. I said, they need to take that shit up with spirit, not with the Empress. And I said, you know what, guys, if I had time, but I got something I got to do. My ride just pulled up. I said, I would give you 2 guys a rating. I said, what are you guys' names? So they would have asked me my name. I said, no, give me you guys' name. They're like, you're not in any trouble. I said, how can I be in any trouble? I said, they wanted a reading. I gave them a reading, and that's how that shit went. Confirmation. I said, never would I threaten a karmic. Karmics are already threatened. I said, if I had enough time, guys, we would sit down. I put on some coffee for us. And I would give you two a rating. The other cop, he was standing all the way to the side. He wasn't saying shit. The other cop, he was doing all the talking. I was like, well, clearly, when you guys pulled up at the door, you seen me. I was right there at the door, getting ready to head out, buddy. Fuck them up. Clueless, Blues Clues.